Let's put this up there on the screen. This is a new Wall Street Journal investigation. Quote, men are abandoning higher education in such numbers, they now trail female college students by record levels. So get this, in 2020, the college gender gap has surged. 59% of college students are women, 40.5% of college students are men. And if you look even further, Marshall, it is predominantly young white men, regardless of class status, both poor and those, when you compare poor and working class white men to those of young Black, Latino, and Asian men from the same economic backgrounds, they are the ones who are kind of leading the way in dropping out. So look, there's always going to been a little bit of an imbalance within college, but 60-40 all within a year and a dramatic increase in that, especially whenever it comes to socioeconomic status, is absolutely crazy. It's going to change higher education for a long time. So what's going on here?
Well, it's not just going to change higher education, it's going to change our country.
Yeah. Right.
Because the key fact in this Wall Street Journal report, it's probably paywalled, but I really recommend people try to find it as much as they can, because once again, this is actually, I don't want to overstate this, a game changer as we look to how the next couple of decades are going to play out. There's been a huge actual decline in the number of individuals enrolled in college over the past decade, and 71% of that decline is driven by young men. Like that.
I agree, and I dodged a bullet. Let me explain. First of all, my name is Juice. Welcome to my channel. I mainly post things here about work from home jobs, live ops, gig economy jobs from Uber Eats, DoorDash. I post about these topics all the time. If those things interest you, make sure you're subscribed, hit the bell notification, comments, like, and share. So let's talk. Basically, you just read that little clip of the two gentlemen speaking about young men basically not wanting to go to college. Now, this is what I mean about me dodging a bullet. I was once undocumented. I wasn't born in America. I was born in Bahamas. When my parents brought me here, I was about 6 months old, infant, right? A baby. So I had no choice but to come here illegally, not by choice, but by force, according to my parents bringing me here. So I've been undocumented throughout my teens, my early adulthood, from my 20s, mid-20s. I just got my permanent resident card last year, 2020. I just got it, so I'm fine now. But the point is this. When I were undocumented during my teens, right? When I was in high school, I was undocumented at that time as well. When I left high school, now I have to make a choice. Should I go to college, school, blah, 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 blah. Here's the thing. I had no, even if I wanted to go to college, I didn't have that privilege because I was undocumented. You need papers to go to college in this country. You need all those documents, social, proof that you're a resident, all that, or a permanent resident or a citizen. I had no proof of that because I was undocumented. So even if I wanted to go to college, if I wanted to, I couldn't do it. Here's how I dodged the bullet of going to college. A lot of my friends are in debt. I know a lot of people who are in straight up, crazy amount of money college debt. It's so sad. The amount of money they have to pay back, it's almost like slavery. It's so much money they can't pay back, and the jobs that they have can barely pay off the interest of that loan. Insane. It sounds like a scam operation. But the point is this: because I was undocumented, I didn't put myself in that situation of having to take out a student loan to go to college because I couldn't go to college at that time. I was undocumented, so I dodged a bullet. I dodged a bullet. I would have been another statistic, another number, going to college, taking out insane amounts of loans, knowing these young people or adults can't not pay those loans back. Ruins their credit. They can't get a house, an apartment, car because of bad credit. And the loan just keeps growing because they're not paying off the interest. Super scam operation. I dodged the bullet. I don't blame any young man or woman or person, adult, whatever. I don't blame anyone of not wanting to go to college. Now, I'm not preaching you should not go to college. I'm not saying that. I think you should go to college if you know what you're doing. If you know the profession is going to be able to pay that off or whatnot. You've done some serious sit down and you did some research and figure out, okay, if I go to college, it may be a good option for me. I don't want to tell anyone here not to go to college. Not what I'm doing here. But I'll say this. I think college is a bad gamble for a lot of people. especially if you're not one that's in the medical field, engineering, right? Or law, a lawyer. Those three fields, to me, you need college. You need it. There's no way around it. You have to go to college. Everything else, to me, is a joke. Photography, you don't need college. To be a dancer, you don't need college. To be a plumber, you don't need college. Electrician, you do not need college. A truck driver, you don't need college. Okay? So this is where I come in and say, again, college is a bad gamble for a lot of people. You do your 2-4 years, whatever amount of years you spend there, spend all this money, not even spend money, taking out loans to pay off the tuition, leave school, can't find a job in that field, honestly. And when you do find a job, it's not in that field, and that job is not able to pay off those loans on time. And let's be real, you're just paying off the interest. That's all you're just touching. I dodged a bullet. I dodged a bullet. I blame no one in today's world of not wanting to go to college. It's a bad gamble. It's a bad gamble. The people who are making money here are the banks off you paying off the interest. That's what's going on here. You are the asset. They want you to go to college, right? You take out all this unnecessary loan. And what young person, age 18, know what they want to do with their life? Who knows at age 18? I didn't really know what I want to do in my life. I thought I did, you know. But what 18-year-old know what they want to do with their life at age 18? Taking out those kind of amounts of money. $10,000, $20,000, $50,000. Insane. But you take out this loan, and these banks know these young kids cannot pay that off anytime soon, right? So they still have you take out the loan. They preach about this American dream. You'll have a great paying job if you go to school. All this crap, right? About taking out this loan to get a better paying job in the future. Okay, take all these unnecessary classes, pointless subjects and classes, wasting your time that has nothing to do with that field. A lot of people go to school, even high school, a lot of unnecessary subjects that I care nothing about. It does not benefit my life at all, right? Dissecting a frog, unnecessary for me in high school. What else? I don't know, a bunch of nonsense subject that besides you learning how to count, read, what else? That's really about it. Count 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, and you can read. That's all you need to like really function in society. Calculus is unnecessary unless you're trying to become, I don't know, an astronaut, a math teacher. But everybody else who's trying to become something else that you're trying to do, calculus is a waste of time. Dissecting frogs, a waste of time. But this was going on in high school and also college. All these unnecessary subjects that people are wasting time learning. For what reason? And then you leave and not give a crap about these subjects. And then when you go look for a job, I can guarantee you none of these jobs are asking, what did you learn in school? Unless you're trying to become a doctor or a lawyer or an engineer. Besides that, no one's at Amazon could care less about you dissecting frogs. They're not gonna care. Google could care. Google doesn't even require a college degree. You can just go there and learn the field. Google, I think either Apple or Google, one of these big giant corporations do not require college education. That says a whole lot. That says a lot. Yo, a lot of these young guys, I very much agree with you. Whether I don't care if you're quote unquote white or black, I agree with you. I do not blame you if not wanting to go to college. It's okay if you're 18 years old and you don't know what you want to do. Stay at your parents' house, save all this money, go get a job, go work somewhere and if anything, go to a trade school or get some kind of skill. Get some kind of skill, become a plumber. Plumbers make money. Plumbers can make 6 figures a year. Believe it or not, a plumber. Electrician, learn a skill or something that's like some kind of skill that's just needed in society. Learn that skill and start working. You don't have to pay off all this crazy loan and debt, all this nonsense. You may have to pay some kind of money, maybe $3,000. I'm not sure how much it costs, but it's not going to cost you $50,000. I can tell you that right now, it's not going to do that to you. And you're only going to focus on that trade or skill. No other subjects you're going to learn about, calculus and all this other nonsense. Only that skill, that trade, plumbing, electrician, whatever. Go to a trade school and pick up a trade, a skill, and start working immediately. Make your money. Make your money. Save as much as you can. I hate telling people what to do, but that's just an option going to a trade school. Besides college, I'm not against college. I'm not anti-college. I'm not pro-college either. If you know it's going to benefit you going to college, go and do it. But what I'm saying to you also is the majority of us who went to college or who plan on doing this is a bad gamble. The amount of money you're taking out right now to get a good job is a bad gamble. What if you can't find that job? Now you're stuck with that kind of money to pay off. It's a bad gamble. There's no guarantee. I mean, there's no guarantees in life, quote, right? But still, a skill or trade school is a way better gamble to me. It's less money. You can pay off $3,000 or $2,000 easy with your first check. If you're living with your parents' house too, or a roommate, this is way doable than $50,000, $20,000. This is nonsense. And I blame no one in today's world, even parents, of not wanting to put their children in that kind of mess, of being in debt. This situation here of men wanting to not go to college is going to change the dating landscape as well. I think it's the landscape, right? It's going to change everything, because a lot of people, they're seeing like a lot of younger women are the ones with the college degrees, the high paying jobs, but the most debt because they went to college. So now for a young guy to now, you know, this one I'm seeing, a young guy wants to date a girl. His first question may be, or first questions may be, how much do you owe in student loan or debt? And if he hears a 50,000 to 6 figures, he's like, I'm good. You know what I mean? I don't want no part of that. Like, I don't blame you. I have no debt, y'all. I have no student loan debt. I dodged a bullet. I dodged a bullet all day long because of being undocumented. That saved my life. Being undocumented saved my ass. Because I think I would have been another statistic to apply or get some kind of loan to go to some college and be in debt like everybody else. Thank God I was undocumented. I was not able to do anything, not even work legally. I still did it. I had to do what I had to do. But the point is, thank God. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I dodged a bullet. I have no student loan debt. A lot of people are suffering with this kind of mess right now on their credit. Some people are leaving the country, the US, to avoid paying their student loan debt. That's how serious this is. That's how serious this has gotten. And they're still pushing this idea, go to school, take out a loan, get a good paying job. That's a lie. In 2020, last year, taught a lot of people that there's no such thing as job security. I'm not here to scare people. I'm really not. I'm just trying to really show you that this is going to change the game of young people now deciding college may not be the best option. There's other options. And that's why I'm just trying to tell you there's other options. That's why I'm going to get a trade. going to get like a skill, a mechanic, some kind of skill and start working right away. College, jobs don't even really hire people like that with degrees. You may be too overeducated and they can't afford you. A skill, they just want to know, do you have any real hands-on, work? And going to a trade school, you can use that in your resume as a real job, not job, but experience, like hands-on experience. College don't have that. You just went to school. You have no experience. You have no real work experience. You only have education. But again, a trade school, you can use that to get a job because you have actual hands-on skills. You were doing the job. It's almost like you're working, but you're like in school at the same time. If that makes any sense, it's just an option. Besides going to college, besides, we have to end this American dream, scam. It's not what people claim it to be. It's just a bunch of people being in debt. That's what it is. You go to college, you get in debt. You go and get a house, you're in debt. You get a new car, you're in debt. That's the American dream they push on people. I'm not against getting a house or a new car. But think about what I'm saying here. They push these ideas to make you an asset for them because you be paying them every month a damn bill. That's what's going on here. That's why they push this idea of go to college to young people in this very day. Knowing these young people cannot pay that off. Or a lot of them won't be able to pay that off. I dodged the bullet. I have no student loan debt at all. None. Thank God. Hope you got some value from this video. Much love to you. We'll talk more about this information because this is interesting. This will change the landscape. It is changing already. And I hope more young people sit down and think about, do I really want to get myself in a situation of being in debt? Do this gamble of going to college and might find a job? That's a bad gamble. That's a bad, bad gamble. And that's what it is. College is a gamble for a lot of us. There's other options. There's other options. Even work from home. Live ops. That's an option. Work right away and make your money. I'll be with one more video. Thanks for watching this. This is interesting. But yeah, be safe out there. Please sit down and think about anything before you just jump into these situations of, you know, trying to get a good paying job by going to college. And if you're a parent, same thing. Sit down and really understand there's other options besides sending your kids to college. There's other options to help them make more money and not be in debt. That's my whole point. There's other options. Be safe out there. Peace out. Thanks for watching.